on their green outfits with the slides yellow on the sides. Or you're trying to find your way back into it. Looks really strange to your eyes, I guess, but I hope you're enjoying every beat of it. You're really putting some suspense, wanting to see how they actually do their layups. One thing for sure is that there are no slam dunks right here. Nobody's going to hold on to that rim to dunk it off of the net. So just enjoy the beautiful game. Just enjoy the free throws, the layups, and the three-pointers. That's completely some air ball from Team Oyo. Just to remind you, it's also played in a half court. The other side of the court is not used at all, and that's why you see them all settle in the paint, wanting to just pull the ball through these layups. 4-1 again from Team Ogun. And as usual, you will expect that there will be a lot of calls from the referee, because it's contact sport, but very slight contact is needed in games like this. Free throw opportunity for Team Ogun to extend their lead. Lovely shot. That's really beautiful.
Well, in terms of this game, the dribblings, the fouls. For dribblings, players can push their wheelchairs while dribbling, but there's no double dribble rule in the wheelchair basketball. As far as fouls are concerned, similar to the traditional basketball. But there's some kind of adaptations to or for wheelchair use, so it makes it quite different to your traditional basketball you will see all day. And like you rightly said, one part of the court being used, bringing us to the inclusivity of sports. Even the physically impaired can also take part.
No one is left out, even the special ones. So I choose to always call them. And I love the way they move around, the competitiveness on their mind, and that certainty that they're going to make it through. Sincerely, I've seen better layups from these girls than some who even play the traditional basketball. I wouldn't want to mention some NBA players who hardly can make a simple free throw. These girls have done it brilliantly. I've seen two from Team Ogun right now. And you know, it must have been to a lot of training. You must give kudos to them for what they've been able to do. Just to also remind you, that's a game between Team Ogun and Team Oyo right there at Ikene, one of the open air basketball courts being used for these Gateway Games, Ogun 2024. I think it's going to be a turnover. Favor of Team Ogun. Ball held for too long.
You expect this to be low scoring as well?
A good throw right there. What a lovely finish. This girl is too energetic. She is just consistent with her throws. She's scored almost all the points. It's now 4 points in favor of Team Ogun. 3 actually.
Well, we saw some low-scoring games in basketball. Less than 24 hours ago when the ladies were involved, but in the traditional basketball, I'd be surprised if this one here is high-scoring.
Really surprising, right? So a game that couldn't reach the 40-point mark yesterday. Yes. So a level keenly contested. Team Anambra losing that one as much as they fought to get back into it. It wasn't good enough. Another free throw for Team Ogun. This girl is making it happen with the single free throw she's getting. 4-0 right now for over Oyo. Oyo still trying to get their first point. Air ball. Ball out and Team Ogun will get the ball, getting it from Team Oyo. Referee calls.
Oh, you've got to admire the courage of these basketball players. And this can be difficult on the ice, moving the wheelchairs and trying to play with the basketball.
They deserve everything they get, even more. Team Ogun just has one spectacular player from the 3. I would choose to call her the point guard. So good with the shots. The only thing I've not seen her do right here is shoot 3-pointers or shoot from outside the arc. See how good that goes. So they find a way to drive themselves through, find themselves some comfortable space in the paint, and see if they can put that one past the basket. Finally, we're going to commit some infringement. Goes in favor of Team Oyo. They will have that ball given to them, and which is the rule. You get the ball from your opponent and start off and play from there immediately. You can see the way they're playing some screenings on the right. Each player following after the other opponent in that sense, just making sure that there is no space to get the pass. And even if you get the pass, there is no space for you to make the shot. Some conversations, more like a timeout between the players. Team Ogun having more conversations, even as much as they lead. You see the best player on the team still not comfortable with what she gets. She feels the team can do better together. Just as you're watching, you enjoy. Still other games coming your way. Still got volleyball. Some interesting games from the Alake Sports Center in Ijeja. Here from bounces out. Gets the rebound again. Another rebound in favor of Team Oyo. Looks like they will get a free throw. Okay. It's just to get the ball, and game continues.
So 3 players for each side. Team Oyo on all black, Team Ogun and green and some shades of yellow. In case you're just joining us, it is wheelchair basketball, still the 22nd National Sports Festival going down at the Gateway State. This year's event been tagged Gateway Games 2024. Various sports going down across the designated centers. Chance for a free throw for Team Ogun. Throw taken. Oh, it's not been clinical so far. And this might not be as straightforward when you try to make those free throws because you're so low on the ground.
But I'll tell you, they've actually shown some huge surprise to the viewers out there. The only places they've lacked now is in their shooting. Their layups also have not come. So we're going to talk about free throws. These girls have been near clinical, especially the tinted haired lady for Team Ogun. Number 5. It's been the leader of the team, anchoring and scoring almost all the points, if not all, we've seen today. Gets the ball again, tries to find their way through. Good pass, but nowhere held. Another crossfield pass. Still poorly held, goes back to Ogun. 2 turnovers in less than 20 seconds. Some opportunity for them to make a layup. Some good block right there. Confuses or slows down the pace and the direction of the ball. And the referee calls. Team Oyo still trying to find their feet. Trying to lay their hands on the magic ball that will put it in that net with ease. It's really tough for them to make it happen. You just wonder why the courts and the baskets is as high as that of the professionals, 10 feet. Ladies going through lots and to make this happen. You sometimes should give them kudos. I've seen games. I think it was a game between the USA team and Great Britain team in the last Olympics in 2024. And we could see USA winning by 73-69. That's some situation for Team Ogun's player. She has to be helped back up to her chair. Still the first quarter. Time paused for this incident, and she has to get back to normal and puts back a strap. So she's completely good to go at this point. Ball in favor of Oyo. Trying to spread the passes. So it was almost a steal right there for Team Ogun. I think this infringement spotted by the referee. Team Ogun gets the ball back. Layup very close. Unfortunately, bounces out. And that's ball out. Favor of Team Ogun. Team Oyo will get the ball, give it immediately to Team Ogun as they re-strategize on how to get themselves through. Another opportunity. Almost gets that one in. Just rolls past the net, drops to the other side. Rebound in favor of Team Oyo. Defensive rebound, they should have turned into an offense, but no way. Team Ogun also tries again, doesn't go in. Back to back and misses of the 10 feet high basket. Closing up themselves so much, there is no space for anyone to shoot. Good way to steal the ball. I love what I see with this lady again. She's just brilliant on it. She makes the layup, and it's a brilliant finish. What a basket that was. Some good finish. Tough conversations going on between them. It's now 5 in favor of Team Ogun. So what you see right here, for normal basketball, for traditional basketball, it's 2 points for layups, 1 point for free throws, 3 points for three-pointers. But we've seen layups here and free throws given as just 1 point. That reduces the amount of scores that you get. It's about what is agreed as a rule for a particular event, and that's what we see right here. Another layup again. Good throw. Misses. Rebound and back-to-back offensive for Team Ogun. Unfortunately, they still didn't get that through. Referee gets on the ball. It's a free throw. New pattern. Throws it with one hand from the side, but couldn't get that one into the basket. An opportunity for the second. Air ball, complete miss. No way they're going to increase their lead. Still 5 points up over their opponents. Team Ogun takes the pass, Team Oyo rather. Finding a way through to at least get 1 point from this game. Could he come at this point? No way. Good rebound from Team Ogun to find their way through again. It's a block. And it looks like it's going to go in favor of Team Ogun. So the hand was touched and reduced from doing what she wanted to do with that layup. Don't know if it's going to be a free throw. It's just a foul. Another timeout. As both teams re-strategize, especially for Team Oyo, finding a way to get 1 point into this one.
So we still wait for Team Oyo to get their very first point in this game. Team Ogun just coming together to pull heads together. We'll go on a very short break. When we return, it is back into the action. Don't to go anywhere. Welcome back. It's still the wheelchair basketball event of this game currently going down in Ikene. It's the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival. So various sports being competed for, with every athlete trying to make a name for themselves in individual sports and also in team sports. We're still witnessing the wheelchair basketball where the host state team Ogun in a healthy lead, you want to call this one, even though there's a slight possibility that they might get overturned.
Talking about turn being overturned, we saw something like that just at midnight. Though it's traditional basketball in the USA, the NBA to be precise, Indiana Pacers overturning about 12 or 14 points against the New York Knicks to win the game in overtime. So if it's possible within 3 minutes, like I mentioned earlier yesterday, sounded like I was a prophet when I was in a game. It means it could also happen right here. But you have to just see that urgency, that hunger from the team that wants to get the results at the end of the day. And I've not seen that from Team Oyo. But sometimes things just turn around. It just takes one good shot, gets into the net, and we know that you've turned things around. A good field goal is enough to show that they're ready, and that could just be the momentum and the turnaround that they need. For now, this team will go coasting to victory, even though we can still say it's early days in the first quarter. We're moving to the second quarter in a bit. They also have the halftime, get the third quarter, then the fourth quarter. Here the whole game gets rounded off. Some conversation between the athletes, the basketball players for Team Ogun in this timeout. So timeouts are about 5 each for a team. We've seen about 3 or 4 in this first quarter. So 2 teams sharing, especially Team Oyo, trying to use many of it. And it's just all conversations at this point, discussing how they can play as a team. And you can see from their faces that it is not a game for the weak. I must say I give them huge honors for what they've been able to do. This lady on number 5 for Team Ogun has been the MVP so far in the game. She gets the ball again for another free throw, I guess. Okay, it's not going to be a free throw. It's a ball for Team Oyo. Team Oyo ball. And they get it as quickly as possible. Want to make the move. Trying to wiggle your way through. Shot clock goes off. And there was no way that was going to be seen as counted. The referee rules it out. Another opportunity for Team Ogun. Good rebound, offensive. Unfortunately, she misses the first. And the second goes out. That was a foul. He gets a free throw again. Fortunately, couldn't put that one in. Another opportunity. Bounces in and out. It's so unfortunate for most athletic lady right there. That's some good and close up. The referee has seen enough. As we end the first 10 minutes of the first quarter. Exchange of pleasantries right there on court. We have to take some 2-3 minutes break and get back on court to continue the game for the second quarter.
And Oyo go head to head. We've also got Team Lagos and Team Imo also slogging it out here at the Remo Stars Sporting Facilities in Ikene. It is still the 22nd National Sports Festival, Gateway Games 2024. Wheelchair basketball here ongoing. Still here, waiting for this one to get underway. But in the meantime, we'll go on a very short commercial break. And when we return, we're still very much right here for the games.
Life doesn't wait.
We're back underway. Team Lagos, Team Imo State from Ikene, the Remo Stars facility. Gateway Games 2024. We've got the start list for these two sides.
So for Lagos, we've got Jack Bemi as one of the top players we're looking forward to doing hard thing right there. Then, just as you saw from the last three players each, which we won as a substitute. First attack comes in from Team Lagos. Wanted to just put that one into the basket as quickly as possible. Didn't go as planned. shot clock violation. And the ball goes to the opponent. Team Imo gets that one. And a stop from the referee. Looks like an early timeout. Having one or two conversations before they get into it.
Team Lagos State and Team Imo State, one from the southwest and one in the eastern part of the country. About to go head to head here. It's been a sunny day in the southwestern part of the country.
Really sunny. Very high altitude for the athletes at this point who want to get the best of results for their team. Team Lagos had a short travel. They are so fortunate to have escaped an accident, and a road accident actually, where two of the contingents had to stop by at the hospital. But we know they should be fine because they said there were minor injuries. That was on Friday before the opening ceremony. Air ball. I think the referee is called for some reasons to stop the game. An opportunity for the first point for Team Ogun. It's going to be a free throw. Rather Team Imo. It's the first free throw we're seeing today. And she almost puts that one in. Goes out. Ball out. She was almost running there to get the rebound, but unfortunately couldn't make it down. The beautiful thing about these ladies is how active they are. Just looking forward to seeing how much their wingspan to pay off in this game. Good one for Team Lagos. I want to be sure that the whistle didn't go before the ball. I think she got that one, and she's also going to get a free throw. And that's the way basketball is. If you're trying to score a point and you're stopped and you still manage to put it in, you get a free throw. She's going to be just having one of it. Good one. You wonder how to do this. Just to remind you, that's a 10 feet high basketball rim. They're just very close to the ground. Rolling on their wheels and making free throws. And even if you don't get it, the one that gets really close should be awarded some accolade. I've tried playing basketball a couple of times in Mano. And just doing layups could be really difficult. This free throw thing, you might just look at it on screen and feel, oh, it's easy for the basketball players to do it. But it's one of the hardest things that you can imagine.
I agree. Look easy on the eyes when you are in the act. Tends to be difficult, but not to the professionals, like we know them.
Some top professionals hate free throws. Seen a couple of them. Yeah. They hate free throws. They are very bad at it. I would have loved to mention names right here, but I think I'll keep it. It doesn't have to do with who's a male or who is female. Top players playing for NBA playoff teams will be given 4 free throws, and maybe they get 1. In the earlier stages, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Nigerian, who won the MVP some years back, came out one of the top 3 also this year. Was almost laughed at every time he was going to take a free throw. He had to go improve himself. It was clear he could miss 5 or 7 out of 10. Giannis, one of the best basketball players of all time, a Milwaukee Bucks legend already, who might be leaving this season, had some very tough times with free throws. But you talk about every other thing, he doesn't shoot 3-pointers, but rebounds, both offensive and defensive, layups, field goals. I mean, that arc, forcing his way through those dunks, give it to Giannis. But at this point in time, we're just enjoying what we have with these ladies. Like I mentioned Simpson earlier, don't expect a dunk from these ladies. You're not going to leave their wheelchair and jump all the way to that 10 feet height and make dunks. But it will make you enjoy the game as they do it. And come to think of it, not too many ladies do dunks in the WNBA or FIBA basketball events generally. So don't expect any from these ones in that light. Another free throw for Team Imo. She misses. Good rebound for Team Lagos. Defensive rebound. They're looking to turn that into an attack. All scoring into one net as it's a half-court game. Nothing to stress the athletes. They're not working with their time, and that's why you hear a lot of breaking the rules or not being able to use their 24-second shot clock. They violated it again. Good rebound again from Team Lagos. Wanted to get their second point. And love the way this one moves through, turns around. But like I said, again, shot clock violation for Team Lagos. Team Imo ball. They just have to work with time. So once you hold on to the ball for too long, and it goes down, the shot clock goes down to 0. You hear that sound, and you have to lose the ball to your opponent. For those of you who follow football, I know FIFA said they were going to be doing something from next season. Goalkeepers cannot hold on to a ball for more than 8 seconds. And if you do, you lose the ball to a corner kick. And that's what it is with basketball. Just trying to paint a picture for those of you who follow football and don't understand what I'm trying to talk about.
Well, this is basketball. The hands largely involved than the feet as compared to football.
The feet is just to make a run. Once it touches your leg, just the way we have handball, you've got leg ball also and basketball. Team Lagos ball, trying to find their way through. And that should be the center of the team. She's so tall, and a good finish right there from Team Lagos. You can hear the applause from the fans. 2-point lead right now for Team Lagos. Team Imo have taken the start again and look to make that shot from outside, just on the paint. But no way. She tries again, misses. A good rebound for Team Lagos. Takes the ball out, trying to bring the players and turns them in again. Good pass. You wonder why they come out again. It's just the first and the others out there. I think it's working out perfectly for them. Team Lagos. Just to remind you, we saw a game earlier between Team Ogun and Team Oyo. Team Ogun winning that one by 5 points. Such layup and missed from Team Oyo. Complete air ball. Ball back to the referee. Team Emo ball. Delta gives it back out. And just to remind you, Team Delta on their white and tops, with Team Emo on their orange tops. Another air ball for Team Emo. So painful. Ball out. You can hear the blame games going on between them, and even the noise from outside. Good pass right there from Team Delta. And she's going to make that one from... What a shot that was. Beautiful finish. Maybe the best layup you will see today in this game. The tallest of them all. Should call her the center. Blocks that one again, and I think they're getting so much support, Team Lagos. They're neighbors to Ogun State, so it's easy to get fans come all the way. And they traveled in their numbers to this place, really coming to show what they are known for. They're called a Call for Show, the Center of Excellence. Almost gets that one, it bounces in out. A painful one for Team Lagos. They would have taken a 4-point lead at this point. Team Emo still not been able to get any. It looks like they're just everywhere. It's the rebound back to Team Emo. Good offensive rebound. Working our way through with that one hand. And it's time for them to give a try. Two players to block. Impeded the shot itself without touching her. So it's a good defense and a good rebound again for Team Lagos. Team Lagos tries again. Such a good one for them again. They're leading convincingly. I think they will be contesting to win this one. Team Emo gets the ball. Lovely defense right there from Team Lagos. That one arm stretch. Blocking the way of Team Emo to shoot that one in. Opportunity for another layup. It's the rebound back out. You see the support from the technical bench for Team Lagos. Continuing that light. Good move again. Team Emo improving gradually, but the Lagos team looks like they have a better experience when it comes to shooting. Air ball. Good turn. Some 360 right there.
Saw that.
The world saw it.
You clearly could see how difficult that is to execute on a wheelchair.
Lots of trainings day and night to have this happen. Close up right there from Team Lagos. Looks like an impediment. I think it's going to go in favor of Team Oyo, if my guess serves me right. Oh, Team Oyo loses that one to Team Lagos. Another opportunity for a layup. She's going to take it. And it goes in. What a beauty. And number 5 dominating the game like we saw the last number 5 for Team Ogun, the last one. Ball to no one. And it's ball out in favor of Team Lagos. Team Emo playing under some pressure and maybe anger as things are not working their way. It's getting really tough for them. It's 4-0 in favor of Team Lagos. No single point for Team Emo. Team Lagos continues, misses out on that. Good defensive rebound. They will look to turn it to an offense. Get the ball again. Some good pass. It's a tight contest. Opportunity to make their first point. It's a good one for them. They get the first. It's now 4-1. Referee calls before that throw was made. Team Imo pushing really strong. Team Imo ball. Get it off as quickly as possible. Looking to get their second basket. Free throw for Team Imo. Opportunity to cut down the lead and see if they can do an overturning as far as this earlier 4-point lead, which is now 3 points, is concerned. And if you hear them scream throw away, that's to say that they want that to miss. The Lagos fans dominating right here. Obviously, Lagos has not brought athletes alone. They've also brought supporters. The fifth man in that sense, or the fourth man on the court, or from outside the court, to put some pressure on your opponents. Let's see how long it's going to pay off, because we're playing Team Ogun. You can see the screen right there. Good one again from Team Lagos. How they score this point is brilliant, and it gives you that goosebumps. Wondering how they go all out for that 10 feet high basket. It's now 5-2 in favor of Team Lagos. Team Lagos still on that, retain that 3-point lead. You see the quick turns from those ladies, really brilliant. Oh, poor catch. Ball out against Team Lagos. I think she didn't see that coming. Good layup, unfortunately, couldn't go in for them right there in the paint. Seeing who's going to get the ball. Almost a good steal from Team Imo. The referee calls. Looks like a free throw. Favor of Team Lagos. It's actually against Team Lagos for Team Imo. Spot on from the referee. Good steal. The best we've seen today. But they lost the ball back again to Team Imo. Poor turnover. Another chance to reduce, and it's a good finish. Really brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. Anytime you see it, number 10, you expect that perfection. And that's what we see again from this beautiful lady. Cut down the lead to 5-3. Closing down on Team Lagos. Are we going to see a comeback in this one? It's close at this point, and it's really a battle unlike what we saw the first time. Team Imo coming back late. Looking like slow starters who have picked up that form that they always want to have. They continue. Another opportunity to make it 4 points for them. Can they? No. The ball out in favor of Team Imo. Team Lagos looking a bit scattered, unlike how they started. Looks like it's Team Imo who have gained their confidence. It's what they're banking on at this point in time. All the support coming to Team Lagos. Air ball. Team Emo. We've seen some very high-scoring games, but they have actually played more quarters this time around. It's just a straight game. You finish and you go rest. That's why you see that they are all on their toes at this point. Good shot again. That 360 move from Team Lagos. They win this one. They win this one. 5 points to 3. You can see the celebration, the joy, the screams, the technical bench. Teammates are all hugging themselves and raising the Lagos flag, the center of excellence. It's now 5-3, and that's the scoreline between Lagos and Emo.
Interesting game so far. This has been Team Lagos and Team Emo State. I'll be going to a very short commercial break right now. Well, this game is interesting. It's what you don't want to miss for anything. But let's take this quick break, and we will be back for this.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. And smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, together for growth.
We're back and over to the Lucky Sports Center. This time we've got the game of squash currently ongoing. Another keenly contested sport for the National Festival, as far as it's concerned. The 22nd edition is still in the Gateway State, Ogun State for the games. Well, it's been interesting across board, and for the first time we'll be bringing squash on our screens, even though we've seen it got underway.
And you can see boldly Team Plateau contesting this one. One very interesting game of fitness, a game of technique. Team Plateau against Team Delta. Very, very technical game. So you see badminton, you see tennis itself. They are all racket games, and this one is just on a half. Both of them smashing the balls against the wall. And there are places the ball shouldn't touch, and that's what they'll be fighting against, the teen and the outline. Teen is that low white side you can see on your screen. They're still just rehearsing before the game itself, I guess. So it's clearly now the first set.
Squash is fast-paced. It's a racket sport, like Azu has rightly mentioned. We've got the singles, because we've got two players in an indoor court. Team Plateau State and Team Delta State. It's sports requiring quick movements, agility. Players using the rackets to hit a small hollow rubber ball against the walls of the court.
So Team Delta in sky blue, Team Plateau in navy blue. So the one who wins the set or a point wins the opportunity to serve again. And you also that as Team Plateau picked up the ball. Now it's an opportunity for Team Delta to pick up the ball and serve, having won the last point. Team Delta getting the last point again, continues. Smash, and the target is to put the ball in some position that's going to be difficult for your opponent to pick it up and smash it against the wall. And if she can't and the ball bounces twice, then you get a point. Or she can't even touch it at all, then you get a point, which is the target of these two athletes. Very athletic game. Sometimes you smash against the wall, sometimes you hit it really light. Just the way you play table tennis or lawn or tennis itself. It's getting elongated. Team Delta and Team Plateau doing justice. And Team Plateau wins the first set, 11-7. A brilliant victory for Team Delta. Who'll be looking to bounce back and in the next. And it's all joy in their faces at this point. The judges also taking down the score before we move on to the next. It's a whole lot of fans and athletes at the same time who have come to see this beautiful game. As they watch against maybe some opponents they'll be playing. Still Team Plateau against Team Delta. Just to remind you, Team Delta in the sky blue, and Team Plateau in her navy blue outfit. It's the second set. Delta serves, having picked up the last point. Good return balls from both of them, pushing in all the energy to get this one right. And it's looking really good on the screen. Smiles from Team Delta. To do as much as you can to keep your hands dry. That's why she's going to clean that one on the wall. Games continue. Team Delta smashes. Another good smash from Team Plateau. Team Delta returns, picks it up again. She feels so sad about this one. She's lost it. The ball touched on the tin, which is that white place I told you about earlier. Plateau looking to pick up the next point. Team Delta hits them so well. I think she's called for some lets. She wants to catch her breath and clean her hands also. With her racket, she takes them the next serve. Team Delta trying to punish Team Plateau right there. she actually gets aim, and she serves again. Template looks to be down on this one. They are fighting really hard not to lose this second set, having won the first. They want to do it in straight sets.
And the names are drawn as follows. Lane 2, Telefero Israel and Nabra State. Lane 4, Osai Sami, River State. Lane 6, Lane 4, Osai Sami, River State.
It's really a good game, really enjoyed. She takes the service really high, Team Plateau. Hits it up again. Both of them trying to avoid it outline, and the team. Good smashes, good returns. Another good courage again from Team Lagos, or rather Team Delta. Fortunately, she misses out on that. Team Plateau gets it with that very dangerous ball she played right there.
Well, when you talk about squash, the executive chairman of the Kwara State Sports Commission, Adisa Balakali Mogaji, has exuded some confidence that Kwara State might just win a medal in squash, table tennis, and possibly badminton. Stressing that everyone knows that Kwara is the home of squash. So we'll wait to see what Team Kwara State will dish out for us as far as squash is concerned.
It's about time, and it's just really, really close. We're here already. It's about doing beyond just the words. And you know, when you get to the media, you always believe your team will get it right. And that's what we're hoping to see for Team Kwara. Seen some very great athletes as well as these games are concerned, racket games. Talk about badminton. We talk about Okmayori, the man who led Nigeria as a Dutch bearer, the captain of the side at the last Olympics. One of the best badminton players we've seen from this country. I think I also saw Enejo Abba earlier. Those are great badminton players. So squash, we're also looking to get to that height. It's a game of focus, consistency, and reflex responses. Which is what has put some of these athletes on that height that they find themselves. For these ladies, they're not doing badly. They're doing all they can to punish their opponent. Team Delta and Sky Blue. Team Plateau in navy blue tops. It's a time to serve as she won the last point. To move all the way to see who wins this one. So the first set won by as much as 4 points. And you must win by at least 2 points. If you're tied at the same point, say 20 at the close end, you have to play 1 extra point again, so you win the game at least by 2 points. Is what makes the game interesting. So you can continually play extensively in that form. For those of you who play table tennis so well, you know what you call dues. When you're tied on a point, you have to put it up again. So this is the second set and they're blowing. Simpletti bouncing back. Looks like they're taking over.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. And smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, together for growth.
Hear that? It's the roar of the crowd, the pulse of champions, the sound of history being made. Ogun State is ready to host the biggest sporting event of the year, the 22nd National Sports Festival, Gateway Games Ogun 2024. From May 16th to 30th, 2025, the nation's finest athletes will gather at the MKO Abiola Stadium, Abeokuta, and other sports centers in Ogun State. 33 sports, 36 states, and the FCT. One goal: to rise, to compete, to win. The world is watching. This is our moment, our time to shine. The stage is set. Gateway Games Ogun 2024, a celebration of sports, unity, and culture. Host, His Excellency Governor Dapo Abiodun. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Well, welcome back. We are still at the MKO Abiola National Stadium Complex. This is just the swimming area, as you can see on your screens. We've got some keenly contested events to come as far as swimming is concerned. 50 meters backstroke for men and also for women to come your way. And also 200 meters butterfly for the men. Also coming up. We saw how keenly it was contested. But before swimming begins, let's switch over to volleyball at the Alake Sports Center. Set of players getting ready to set the ball railing.
And a very interesting game, volleyball. We'll be looking forward to seeing how those two guys will take advantage. We saw beach volleyball earlier for females some 2 days ago. This time around, it's going to be the volleyball of 6 players who will be looking to do better than each other. And today, it's a game between Plateau State, or Team Plateau, and also Team Delta. Just as we saw earlier, Team Plateau playing against Team Delta and squash the rival against each other, against all odds in this very interesting event. It started already. Team Plateau in their all-blue attire, with their libero also in between. We see the same for Team Delta, and Team Plateau have picked up the first points. That was a great spike right there. Well put up by the setter. And the spike going from Oguche. Just to give you the quick lineup of athletes or players for Team Plateau. John Peter Ibe is on number 2. Gyang Kwachok Alex is on number 3. Asham Solomon Aram on number 7. Number 10, which is the libero, is Zechariah Sivanes. Zechariah. Ozokoye Pascal Chibuike is on number 11. Makiri Abiye Precious is on number 12. Zakari Yahu Abdulaziz Aremu is on number 13. And you have Nwachuku Arinze Kelvin on number 15. Izuchuku Afora on number 18. And the captain of the side is Oguche Samuel Anthony on number 19. And jersey number 20 is Akonde Philip Ayobami. Also, we got Victor Abraham Magnus on number 36. And for the officials, the head coach is Yakubu Lydia Ashams, Stephen Kwa, the assistant coach, Nankia Clements Milaham, team manager, and the secretary is David Lance. Moving from Team Plateau now to Team Delta. By the way, it is 2-2 for the scoreline, still on the first set. Team Delta have got their libero as Andre Wale. Great Chukuma Obieze on number 2. Ruben Baden Kajay on number 3. And number 4 is Alfred Mayowa. The captain of the side is Enatu Clinton on number 6. Gordon Gogo on number 7. Abila Godfrey on number 8. Ayaso Dike Prince Okechukwu on number 9. Peter Grace on number 10. Asaba Sirio on number 12. Anthony Anderson Manjakawa on number 15. And the head coach is Azomani Tina Elliot Nonkwene as the assistant coach, and also Sheila Atekame, also assistant. In their jersey color, having some white, red, and purple put together to just make it different. So Team Delta, good smash right there. Lovely spike. You can see them gathering as a team. For that point, well acquired. It's now 4-3 in favor, or 3-4 in favor of Team Delta.
Well, just as the game progresses, just a bit of an update for viewers and listeners. Well, as far as the medals table is concerned, a couple of hours ago, Team Bayelsa State currently topped the medal table with a total of 50 medals. Team Delta, who are in action in this volleyball event, not too far away in second. It's a total of 47 medals, 20 gold, 7 silver, and 20 bronze. So it's the medal table. It can change anytime, but as far as the latest update is concerned, Team Bayelsa in top with a total of 50 medals, and Team Delta with a total of 47 medals. Team Plateau State sitting 10th on the medal table with a total of 11 medals, 3 golds, 2 silver, and 6 bronze. So we hope to see if either of this side will be adding to their medal table as far as volleyball is concerned.
It gets really interesting with volleyball, and that's a very interesting game, a game of spikes, setting and shooting. We've seen the beautiful stuff from Delta. They look like they really want to nick this one. 5-6 in favor of Team Delta, and an opportunity to smash that good set right there. They get it right. These guys are playing like they're ready for the Olympics itself, and that was some beautiful stuff from Philip for Team Plateau. Striking that one really, really hard. They're tied at 6-6. Another good smash from Team Lagos. They make it 7. They're not giving up at any point in time, holding strong with what they've been able to do. Gordon Dogo scoring that one for the team. The umpire directing affairs from the height. Team Delta serves. Still lead by now 8-6 and Team Delta. It's going to be a huge joy for them. They want to win this one. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you continue, especially when you move into the second side of it, when you're nearing the 20-point mark. Good one again. Touches the net and drops. Team Delta leading now by 3 points. They've now gone 9-6. 6-9 rather, in favor of the state. Were once called the Big Heart, and now the Finger of God. They've won the National Sports Festival most from the days of the Midwestern states to the Bendel states, and now as Team Delta, they've got about 5-6 straight victories. And as far as medal tables domination is concerned, they won it the last time as they hosted in Asaba. That's a good smash, but unfortunately they couldn't cross the net. That spike was waiting to be blocked by Team Plateau, and they close it down to 2 points.
Just before this game, as we were talking about a defensive specialist known as Libero, seems we can spot them here for either side.
Yeah, clearly. And just for the listener out there, or the viewer rather, you want to know who a libero is. By the way, Plateau has tied it at 9-9. He's actually a defensive specialist. They are only allowed to play in the back row at the volleyball court. They cannot serve, they cannot spike. And when you talk about spike is like that dunk when you get closer to the net and hit it to the ground so that the opponent has no opportunity to pick it back up. They don't do any of this. They are just on the defensive line. And they are not allowed to move into a front row position. They even are not allowed to serve. So you see them in their different colors from the 6 players. Those are the liberos that you see. The different color jersey helps referees easily to spot them and to enforce the rules of that position. So liberos, you can see the one for Team Plateau on that orange and black, or pink and black rather, completely different from the others. By the way, it's now 10-10. And for Team Delta, it's the white and red striped jersey, well different from the other players.
Well, still on Libero, just to let you know that they're always unique. They wear a different color jersey to distinguish themselves from other players. And they can also substitute freely in and out of the game without counting as a regular substitution, but only through the back row. Like you rightly said, not allowed to block, attack the ball above the net, or serve in some cases, depending on the tournament rules. There to improve the defense and also increase flexibility. And you also have quick reflexes as a libero. There to defend. Your reflex must be really, really quick. You must react quickly to dig attacks and also make precise passes.
It's really a tight game, keenly contested by 2 sides who know this game so well. I love what I'm seeing. Well lifted, that's a good pass, and a spike come from Team Plateau. They're getting it right at this point. Anything Team Delta does, they do it in return, just to tie the score again. And that's what makes this game really the interesting one that we have always wanted to see. I love what I'm watching right here, and it's gladdens my heart to see that this is happening. Beautiful game of volleyball, any day, anytime, always beautiful to the eyes as you watch. Another good point from Team Plateau right there. They finally take the lead in the first set. It's now 13-12. They go on to take the serve. Easy to carry. Well passed. Pass that actually crossed the line. I think it's going to go away against Team Plateau. So he puts his hand in the head. Let's see what the umpire decides. Yeah, Team Delta gets it. I think he crossed the net, which is not allowed, but touched the net. And that must have counted against his team. Team Delta trying to pick up right there. Unfortunately, couldn't get it right. That's a poor one. I must tell you, Team Plateau have got some very athletic players. Amakari Abiy Precious is doing so well, the man on that number 12 jersey. Goes on to serve, comes back to his defensive position. Was trying to lift that one from the back to make sure the ball doesn't drop, but Abiy couldn't get it right. The opportunity to serve. See how dangerous their serve will be at this point. Serve from Izuchukwu Afora. Team Delta gets that one. Tying it at 15 all. Umpire stretches his hand for that side for Team Delta, and they do it as soft as they can. I think it goes out straight up. That's not the kind of score line or serve that you want to have. Team Plateau goes on with the serve. Good smash, but smashed out, spiked out by Team Delta. That was overly hit. 17-15 is the lead right now at this point in time. It's really painful for them. They have pushed all they could, but it looks like the results are not going their way.
Well, we confirm it's going to be 3 sets. The team with the best 2 out of the 3 sets. The team who wins 2 out of 3 sets will be declared winner. On level of both teams right now, as you can see on the scoreboard, 17 points for the 2 sides.
And a good hit right there from Team Plateau. They celebrate. Gucci, Pascal, Zachariah, Sivanus, the libero for the side, also joins in the celebration. And they're leading now by 1 point. It's really a keenly contested game. Both of them fighting really hard to see how they can get through on this. Just to remind you, from 2022, we had Kaduna win gold, Ogun State win silver, and River State win bronze from the volleyball event in 2022, the Asaba in Asaba. That was the 21st National Sports Festival. None of these teams made it to the top 3. Let's see what they will do at this point. A good pass, well set, and that's a leap to drop, not a smash. Not a spike, well blocked, and lifted again, and the final ball goes in right there from Team Plateau. And they get it right. Leading now by 2 points to make it 19-17. I think there's a call. Serve goes now in favor of Team Plateau, meaning they won the point. Umpire confirms. I think there's going to be a little break, some timeout. Conversations with the players and their coach, Yakubu and Lydia Ashams. Looks like they've got some female head coaches for volleyball, both Plateau State and Delta State. Lydia Ashams Yakubu is the head coach for Team Plateau State. She's already doing a great job. Coaching men enough is a great job. 19-17 they lead Team Delta. Team Delta looking to get this one, and this was a beautiful one. I love the way the setter put that ball up for him, and he spikes it so brilliantly after taking that 3-step jump. Looks like what you see in basketball when you talk about slam dunks. You go with that run, and the short step is to lift you to that height that gets you above, and nobody's able to stop. The block couldn't work. as he was well positioned for that one. Team Delta fighting back to see if they can win this first set. They're just 1 point behind. They were leading at some point, and Team Plateau fought really hard. They made a couple of errors. They are looking at bouncing back to get this one right. And Arturo Clinton will be looking to lead his side to this victory. Clinton at Arturo is the captain of the side, spotting the number 6 jersey. Just a reminder, in case you forgot, Team Kaduna State won it in the 2022 edition of the National Sports Festival in Delta State. And, we want to see if there will be a change with Team Ogun, who are the current hosts, getting the silver medal over there in Delta State, and River State going home with bronze. Team Ogun will be looking to do one better than what they did the last time. They've not shown them playing today. We'll look at giving you the results as soon as we get them, so we can also let you know how ready they are for this one. Timeout ends. The umpire waiting for the players to get on court so games can continue. Talking to the players, making sure that all is well set before games continue. And you can see the conversation from two of the leads for both sides. That's the coach for Team Delta, Tina Azomani. 2 female coaches, like I mentioned earlier, for 2 male teams. Emmanuel, spontaneous, you say?
Well, it's a good sight. You want to see female head coaches in the men's sports. It seems like we have more of the men in the female sport.
And that's the point. Plateau State's edging really closer. They've now made it 20-1. Or 20-18 rather.
They lost on day 1, the volleyball event, Plateau State. Also Delta State lost to Bayelsa State. So both teams here trying to bounce back. And it seems like Plateau State showing like the team who wants this one more.
Got into victory. It's really, really a beautiful game for them at this point in time. 21-18 in the first set. It's about a close game, leading by 3 points now, Plateau State. Who gets to 25 first? Coutinho looking a bit restless for our team. Well lifted by Libero. And he takes that one back. Another opportunity to hit that one hard. That was a great spike. Another help from the Libero. Another spike again. Team Plateau gets this one. showing tenacity and their presence in that front row. They're really attacking everything and reducing the jobs for the defensive line. It's working for them. They've now extended the lead. 22 points now. An opportunity to get it up right there. Well brought back in by the setter. Opportunity to spike, and it gets it right. Simplicity edges closer again. But they lost that one. I think it was a hand on the net. Gives it to Team Delta. 22-20. Could they get back into this one? 3 points for one, 5 points for the other. Who gets there first? Lovely spike and then blocked almost immediately. Blocked out by Team Plateau. It's now 22-21. Team Delta are really showing strength right here. They've got 2 timeouts for this particular game. Looks like their serves are soft. Not as dangerous as you would have expected. Team Plateau gets this one with that spike. Some beautiful game right there by the number 20 man for Team Plateau, Akonde Philip Ayobami, showing that joy from his name. That's close. A bit of a confusion right there as to who that will be counted for. It goes in favor of Team Delta. Means that they touched the line. The umpire had a good sight of it. It's going to be a really tough contest. A good spike again from Team Plateau. All that energy for one ball. And that's just how to make it happen when you want to get the point. 24-22. Team Plateau. Just one more point to go to win the first set. And Team Delta turn things around and meet them up there so they can extend the game. (23) for Delta now, who also need 2 points, or at least 1 point to tie up. Good spike! And Team Plateau win the first set. They play as a team, setters doing their job, defense doing their job, the attack also closing up. And they've got the best of spikes in this game. 4 sets comes to a close. Team Plateau 25, Team Delta 23.
Well, they always look like the side who showed great desire, Team Plateau State. And they've gotten themselves to a very good start with the advantage. Winning the first set. So that you know that if they win 2 out of the 3 sets, then they are the winner of this volleyball game. So a good start, all to play for Team Delta in the second set.
It's a good fight they showed right there, but wasn't enough. The best of 3 series is what they are up for. The best of 3 sets, 1 gone already, and 2 more to go. No much rest. Umpires called that they return to court as soon as possible. You can see the assistant coach off the side doing his thing. Elliot Nonkune for Team Delta. So it's actually the best of 5 sets. If you can win 3 straight up, then you're good to go. And that will be the target of Team Plateau. That means Team Delta have to win the next 3 to be able to nick this victory. What a tough game. some words right there. With what you've seen so far, Mano, do you think Team Delta have a fight back to do? Or do you think there's something they have to improve on to get a result from this game, having lost their first?
Well, the weight is on every outlet representing Delta State because of how dominant they've been when it comes to the National Sports Festival. So in every sport, you expect Team Delta to always live up to that expectations.
Whether it's their sport or not?
Whether it's their sport or not, that's the pressure of being a dominant force.
Yeah.
So you have to give it your best, whatever sports you find yourself. And there's this sweet thing about comebacks when you are able to pull through. I mean, it makes the story remarkable. So that might just be playing in the minds of this Team Delta State players for this volleyball. So even the platoon players know that this is not done and dusted yet. They just need to seal it as far as these sets come thick and fast. But you don't want to put them under the bus just yet, Team Delta State. But they need to improve on how they approach this next set in terms of their defense collectively, their spikes, the digs, and do one better than this Team Platoon side. But still all to play for, delicately poised if you ask me. I can't wait to see what the next set will be.
Delicately poised, and you can see them putting their hands together, Team Platoon. That unity, getting ready for the second set. Coming back strong with some little deficits and going on to take the lead. It's really a huge one for them. And you can see that joy they're showing on the side. Aaron, the number 7, holding tight his own teammate as they get ready to get on court in no time. Emmanuel talked about dominance earlier. Team Delta showing that in the last 4, as they've won from 2012, 2018, 2021, and even 2022, the one they hosted the last time. Can they do it right here? Or can Rivers do what they did? It was just Rivers in between the last 8 that has been hosted. Delta has won 7. And if you say the last 10, Delta has won 8 with Edo and Rivers just coming in between. That's some huge dominance. That's like what you have with Real Madrid in football. Club football to be precise. When we talk about the Galacticos doing the La Decima, in no time they've done 15. That's dangerous for every opponent at this point in time. Delta State having themselves been looked upon as far as greatness for these games is concerned. A state known for sports, football. We talk about some of the top athletes and from Nigeria. JJ Okocha is one of them, is actually from that state. We talk about athletics. We also know that some of the best athletes to come out of Nigeria is from that state. And then they bring all of them out here and they show you what they can do with greatness put together. So it's the second set right now, about to kickstart. Plateau State leads after winning the first set against Team Delta.
Still the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival. As league games continues to come thick and fast. So far we've brought you wheelchair basketball, brought you squash. Now we are currently witnessing volleyball on a court. Earlier saw beach volleyball, this time it is on the court. Team Platoon and Team Delta slogging it out. Of course, swimming to come much later.
And some time for the outside hitter, the opposite hitter. All of them coming up against each other, defensive specialists. The libero putting themselves on the line to win this game. Team Delta serves. and we're on the way. Another good spike again by Team Plateau. I think that's been their strength. It's working perfectly for them, those young boys. Coming together to get the results. Playing really like they know each other so well. They must have strength. It's bringing out that veteran nature in them. Some good hits we've seen from them so far. Team Plateau serves. Already 2 points up in the second set. Good spike again. Almost a block from Team Delta. Until that block takes it out. Plateau picks it up again, makes it 4 straight points for themselves. Strong performance, continue the serving. Once you get the point, you serve. And that was some brilliant move from Team Delta to get their first point. Acts like he was going to spike that one, but just drops it in there. Hard for the opponent to pick up. You could see him as the shortest of them, but his brilliance is top-notch. Godwin Dogo. Reverse serves. Team Plateau doing some dives and flies right there. Unfortunately, it wouldn't go their way. It's gone in favor of Team Delta as they pick up their second point, 6-2. They serve. Team Plateau come again. Good spike. That's been the strength of the side, and some good response right there from Zakahiro Abdulaziz Aremo. Pardon me, Amakiri Abiye Precious actually made that one, the number 12 man for the team. Serve comes from the left. Plateau continuing. Another drop ball just at the edge of it. The defense couldn't handle it. This is what they are getting. 8-2 now in favor of Team Plateau.
Seems like they want to run away with this second set, Team Plateau State. Fast starts. Guns blazing since coming out.
It's already looking like they want to have a clean sweep. Just with the way they came back. And you can see that smile on their faces from the athletes as they take a timeout. Team Delta. It's too much of a point and to look at for them. They want to see things turn around. They're not happy with the situation of things. Pochettino is looking at how much he can say to the boys and will make them stand out again. Earlier on at the start of the game, before actually the game started, there was a 1 minute silence for the former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, who lost on the 4th of May, just on a Sunday after a brief illness. A name that has been really very known as a top and a straightforward person, Professor Sonny Theoden. He died at the age of 74. He's going to be 75 in September. No, that same passion is what the Plateau State team are playing with, wanted to do this for their late, or their late former deputy governor, actually.
Brilliant to see such figures being respected on national stage.
He's actually the deputy to the former governor of Plateau State, currently the senator representing Plateau South, Simon Lalong. They're together for 8 years. It's a painful loss. You could think 75 or 74 is old age, but not. When you see a 70-year-old man, you just know that this is a man who's just 20 years above 50. But that's what the standard looks like at this point in time. Getting back to the game, Team Delta picked up this point with that consistency and the returns we got from the players, making it 9-5. 4 points separates both teams. Just remind you that Team Plateau won the first set. Another point in favor of Team Delta. 9-6. They're closing it down so well at this point. They want to really bounce back. They're not happy with losing the first. And I think the words of Coach Tina and our assistants are really paying off at this point in time. Just to remind you, Team Plateau on their all blue attire. I think one advantage Team Plateau have got is knowing how to use their setter and the one who spikes really hard. We've got about 3 players doing that for them, and it's really worked out perfectly because of the tall guys they've got, taking advantage of the heights that they've got. Team Plateau, and really used perfectly. Amarke, Abi Precious, talk about Asham Solomon, Arum. Some of those guys have been really instrumental in this game. Izuchukwu Afora is also one man you cannot rule out. And the captain, Ogun Samuel Anthony, is doing his own beat to see that the team gets to the place that he wants his team to be. That's how to play volleyball. I tell you, this 6-man sport is really a hard job beyond what you see on your screen. One opportunity to take that spike from Team Delta. Well picked up by Team Plateau, and they also get it back in again. Having won the first, this one is even more extended, 25-16. A 9-point lead for the Northern team. The Northern team, a good way to bounce back, and they're doing it against Team Delta. The dominating force as far as the National Sports Festival is concerned. One more set for Team Plateau out of the 5, and they're good to go. Looking forward to the third set. First and second concluded. That's how interesting it is at this point. Just a confirmation. Team Plateau 2 sets up against Team Delta. For Team Delta to win this now, for those who are trying to get the picture, they have to win the last 3 games. The last 3 sets. Team Plateau still acting like they've not won any. As the assistant coach is doing so much to push the team really hard above their level. Stephen Kwa, Nankia Clement Milahan doing all they can as the assistant coach. and the team manager of the side. Coach Tina Azodmani is not happy with the situation, trying to put one or two things down from what she's noticed, and teaching the players most likely what they'll be going into the next game with. And you can see the screams from even the assistant Elliot Nonkune alongside Shela Atekani rather for Delta. Really tough call for them at this point. Can they win at least one set to get their hopes up? I think it was going to be a clean sweep for Team Plateau, who seem to understand this game even better. You see Team Plateau play like this and you're wondering how they lost their first game. That's what some sports is about. You're as good as your last game, and if you lose the first, you just dust yourself and pick yourself back up to win the next. It all makes it really interesting every other day as you watch these games. Just to give you results from day one, in case you missed out for the male volleyball. Ondo had a clean sweep against Bauchi, 3-0. Kano also got some 3-1 victory over Adamawa. Katsina State were 3-0 better than Katsina. They won all three sets. Kwara State rather won all three sets against Katsina. And Bayelsa, Team Bayelsa, doing a clean sweep against Team Delta, who are already going down in this one again. Can they turn the tides? A big question that remains to be answered. Set 3 resumes between the two sides. Team Plateau leading Team Delta as far as sets are concerned. They've won the first two. They'll be looking to nick the third. Team Delta has a poor serve already. Point goes in favor of Team Plateau. It's so easy a point for them to win. As usual, we've got their man who's going to do the serve, the server. He's gone off the court to do it from the outside. He's putting so much energy into this one, makes it difficult for Team Delta to pick up, and they try to. Final ball hits as a smash. Libero lifts it up, and it's a good smash again. That's some spiking hit. Good one for Team Plateau. I think it goes in favor of Team Delta. Must have touched the net. Goes on to protest to the umpire. Seeing if he can win a favor, but I don't think that's going to happen. Good basketball there from Team Plateau, but unfortunately, looks like they will lose this one. They're still protesting it. Some brilliance right there from Team Plateau. He's just going to drop that one in, but unfortunately it was picked up as quickly as possible by Team Delta. We've seen that a couple of times from that man, Amakiri Abir Precious. So it's a best of 5 game, just to remind you, who wins this now determines whether we'll have game 4 or set 4 and even set 5. Team Delta coming back strong into this game. Some beautiful skills we've not seen from the first 2 sets. Even if they have not taken the lead, it's now 3-3 between both of them. Another smash for Team Plateau. And it goes in favor of Team Delta. Good one for Team Delta, getting back into the game gradually. They stood their ground, but that ball didn't go across the net. Their serves are so soft, and I think that's what Plateau are taking advantage of. Good smash again. Some great spike from Team Plateau, equaling the score at 4-4. So I was saying earlier, they take advantage of the weak serves coming from Team Delta. Should work on your serves to make it really tough for the opponent to pick up. But unfortunately, it's not working that way for Team Delta. They're making it easy. You can see the serves from Team Plateau. Sometimes it goes really hard and they have to struggle to pick it up, like you just saw with this last. Intentional play right there, very deceitful. Team Plateau playing some wisdom right there. And they had to celebrate that man, the libero of the team. Zachariah. Sylvanus, Zachariah. They have to serve again. Unfortunately, the serve will not go across in the net. It's now 5-5 between Team Plateau and Team Delta.
Still the third set for this volleyball event. Going down at the Alake Sports Center. Still the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival Gateway Games 2024. Having already won the first two sets. Team Plateau trying to win the third consecutive set and seal this game. Team Delta try to apply the comeback. They've started well. Looks like they want to get this third set.
Another smash right there from Team Plateau. Works out perfectly. Team Delta trying to block and return, but goes out of court. Completely out of bounds. And is now favored Team Plateau. 7 points to 6. In the third set, they just have to win this series. Good one again. Spiking hit from Team Plateau. They celebrate as they make it 8-6. He just loved the way they play this game. And you see them taking advantage of those spikes. They play the 3 sets. The good pass, which is coming from the back. Then the set from the setter. The pass from the setter. And that spike from that 3-step run that goes straight down and is hard to stop or pick back up. Delta gets the 7th point of the game, takes the serve in that very easy form, like I mentioned earlier. Team Plateau takes advantage again. It's now 9-7. Then you notice that most of the points have come from Delta's serve, which should have been taken advantage of by Team Delta. They just have to work on their serves. They're playing some good volleyball. But unfortunately, their serves are just one of their weaknesses. Another point in favor of Team Plateau. And none other than Ozokoye Pascal Chibuike blocking that one off to help the team get the 11th point. And their server will do his thing. Whoa. Almost going to lift off that spike, but unfortunately for Amakiri Abiy Precious, the ball goes out completely. It's now 10 points for Team Plateau and 8 for Team Delta, who are going to be taking the next serve, Ver Asaba Cyril. Goes in favor of Team Plateau. 11-7-8. Team Plateau is still in the lead. Timeout. looks like a very important call at this point because they know that they have to get this victory. Team Delta taking that timeout. They're doing this all because if they don't win this one, it is au revoir for them from this game. That means they would have lost 2 straight games from yesterday and today, not winning a single set. So at this point, they will start by playing for pride as they get back on court. Then getting into understanding that they have to win this one again.
Play 2 stays still holding on to their slender lead in this volleyball event, trying to make it 3 wins from 3 consecutive sets. 11 points for Team Play 2 States, 9 for Team Delta. You can make that 10. Another great spike from Team Play 2. Well, one thing they do is they make sure they always bounce back. Never points is being taken from them. Not allowing Team Delta to close them. Let's deal with ones. Now just 3 points difference between the 2 sides.
Still that lead for Team Play 2 as they take the serve. Good spike. Beautiful finish from the side. Spectacular performance. 15-7-10 right now. And that's just what you love to see at every point in time when they hold on to their brilliance. The third set is really looking like it for Team Play 2. If there's anything to go by, you can even see some conversations from outside the courts, trying to just put some smiles on the face of the players. Team Delta tries to get this one, and what an attack they did right there. 4 players going to the net and stopping anything Team Delta was going to put through, and it worked out perfectly. What a performance. I must tell you, these guys are doing some stuff that you will love. Enjoying every bit of it. 16-7-12 in favor of Team Delta. Volleyball game currently going on at the Alake Sports Center in Ogun State. We're enjoying every bit of it. And surely it's a thing that you should continually watch. Volleyball is just one very interesting game, any day, anytime. Good gameplay right there. The libero lifts that one up and down. Team Delta tries to force it through. Didn't go past and Team Play 2 will win this one again. What a performance. What a performance we're seeing right there from Team Plateau. 8-point lead right now. I'm enjoying every beat of this one, and I know you're doing also. The only painful thing will be that you're supporting Team Delta, and the result is not going your way. That's a spike. Good way. He was lifted. Libero helps in that defense. And they get the ball across. Who's taking this one again? Try to play some smartness, but didn't work out for Team Plateau. He drops it really easily on a light note, deceiving them like it was going to be a spike, but unfortunately didn't go as planned. And Team Delta will pick up that point. Some respite for them right now. 13 for Delta against the 19 for Team Plateau. What a game you were enjoying at this point in time. Every beat of it going as planned. If you just joined us, you're still at the Gateway Games Ogun 2024 National Sports Festival right here in Ogun State, precisely the Alake Sports Center in Ijeja. That's where this one is happening. The best of athletics ongoing, best of sports ongoing. This is the best of volleyball also going on right here in Ogun State. Delta takes a serve, looking to close the gap, and seeing if they can still play for pride, win the first set, and look for a way to come back. Spike again from Team Plateau. They're closing down to winning this one. It's now 21-4, or to 13 rather. 8-point lead, extension for them. And what else do you want if not the kind of basketball you've seen earlier? The kind of wheelchair basketball we've also seen earlier. We've also seen squash, and this time around it is volleyball taking center stage. And I must tell you, it is fun for everyone watching at this point in time. Still the voice of the Radio Freak Azubuike Onitsha, doing this alongside my man Emmanuel Sebastian, and I tell you, it's a joy to bring this live to you right here in Ogun State, where it is all happening. The umpire has one or two to say. Some substitutions right there for Team Rivers. I keep calling them Team Rivers. Team Plateau State, I beg your pardon. 21 points and they got in this third set, and 13 for Team Delta. An 8-point lead. And Team Delta turn things around. It's going to be a blowout for them. Smashing heat from that spike. Almost blocked them by Team Plateau. Gyang Kwajok Alex. But unfortunately that goes out. And you can imagine the game is also putting some smiles on the face of the umpire, who is giving it to Team Delta as they take their serve. Good block. Take it up again and see if you can take a spike. Not really hardly hit. It was just a simple one and a spike now for Team Plateau. Deceitful one at that. Acts like it was going to hit it really hard and just drops it on the ground for the Delta team, who couldn't help themselves at this point in time. 22-7-14. Closing down to the end of this, depending on how Team Plateau hold on strong. If they do, then they win this game convincingly. To be a clean sweep against Team Delta. Poor serve from Team Delta. But it looks like it crossed. It's now 15 in favor of Team Delta. And Team Plateau still on 22. 3-point lead they've got. Team Delta getting ready to take that serve. And they do. Good spike again from the team. And that man, the number 19, top player, Uguche, doing a great job. We now have Yang Wajok, Alex, going to take the serve for Team Plateau. Another good spike from Team Delta. Will that count? Yes, it counts in favor of the team. 23-16. 2 points more for Team Plateau to win this one. Can Team Delta turn things around? They are 2 sets down. They have to win the last 3 sets to win this game. So it's looking really tough for them to make it happen at this point. And that's a spike again from Team Plateau. And who else would do that if not this intelligent and strong volleyball player, one of the kings of spikes we've seen so far in this game. Mwachukwu Arinze Kelvin has made it happen for the Upton time. Can they make it all rounded off? Some confusion right there, but it's all done and dusted. All joy for Team Plateau. They win this one by 25-16. Celebration for the female coach who has brought them down here. The head coach, Lydia Ashams Yakubu, has seen the team win 3 straight sets, having lost the first set yesterday. And it's still about who wins the DCS event. Remember, like I mentioned earlier, we had the last event in 2022, and that's about Delta State, won by Kaduna State. Ogun State, the current host, finishing second, winning silver, and bronze going to River State. Just a confirmation of the final score. Team Plateau wins all 3 straight sets against Team Delta. It's 3 for Team Plateau and nothing to Delta State. And that's all for this particular game between Plateau State and Delta State in the world of volleyball. We'll now quickly take a commercial, then get back to you on the beat. See you very much right here at the Gateway Games, Ogun 2024.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. And smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, together for growth.
Let's have the first title in here, backstroke. Let's have it. Backstroke, man. Start this one. Yes, put it on fast, otherwise it will be all over.
All right, so we're back to the state-of-the-art swimming pool at the MKO Abiola National Stadium Complex for the 50 meters backstroke for the men. You've got the start list. So we're waiting to see which of these athletes will be coming out on top. Israel Haruna on lane 1, Yahya Sadiq on lane 2, Luis Osahun on lane 3, Tunla Kolade on lane 4, B. Collins, the festival record holder, on lane 5, Abdili Abdan from the invited junior athletes on lane 6, and Duke Nyana Kine from Delta State on lane 7, and Denisi Imran. Here comes the official result. Will B. Collins, the festival record holder, coming out tops in this one.
A good one for Bayelsa, doing it again at 27 seconds. 27.57 seconds actually, and Dumeje Abili Aidan of the international or the invited junior athletes finishing second with 28.21 seconds. A good result for first Bayosa, and also second, the invited junior athletes. I had to focus on that because of the fact that they have come in as younger athletes and they're doing some great stuff.
Well, O.B. Collins, who was the festival record holder, broke the record here today. Is on record that he previously set a record of a time of 28.29 seconds at the National Sports Festival in Asaba, and now he has just set a new record of 27.57 seconds, representing Bayelsa State. So good one for O.B. Collins.
It's time to pop some champagne, right? Or champagne? Is it champagne or champagne?
The record holder.
He's done a great stuff for himself, and that's a good way to set a record.
The record holder just breaking his record. Stroke for the women. Chikunedum Nonya from Edo State, swimming from lane 1. John Agnes from Bayelsa, swimming from lane 2. Akianyefa from Delta State on lane 4. Akambi Oluwademilade from the invited junior athletes on lane 6. And lane 7, Nesomachi Nwizu from Lagos. And Omolola Akinsomi Tobiloba from the host state, swimming on lane 8. 50 meters backstroke for women. We saw O.B. Collins breaking his own festival record he set in the last edition. And now we're about to see the women compete. So we're underway. 50 meters backstroke for the women. We'll wait to see who comes out top in this one. It's going to be really short and sharp. It's 15 meters. Now they approach the finish line.
It's really close, and we're seeing athletes doing all they can do to just make sure that they get through to this. It's just one way, and this backstroke is getting interesting, and we'll see who touches the finish line first.
Backstroke for women, 15 meters.
That is the end of event number 11.
Interesting, right? But we wait for confirmation of the result, and there you go from Delta State, Akiayefa Temi Pamiere in the time of 31.28 seconds. Akambi Demilade from the invited junior athletes on second, and Owi Louis Osawina and John Agnesi, a Kenyan from Bayelsa State,
Finishing third. 32.68 seconds. So we have a 31.28 seconds for women and 27.57 seconds for men. Clear difference right there, but that's not the competition. It's about competing against your mates, and it's good. It's a good one for Delta, Team Delta, and also IJA doing it again. Invited junior athletes finishing second. Giros to Akambi Demilade and John Agnes Yinkonye from Bayelsa finishing third. Bayelsa having medals on both ends. IJ having medals on both ends, and it's a good one for second and third.
Still some swimming events we are bringing to you live from the state-of-the-art Olympic-sized swimming pool from the MKO Abiola National Stadium complex. We've got the 200 meters butterfly men here. Easier start list. Bowafa. The man just trying to do this one from Celia Kobo, Israel, Anambra State. Swimming from lane 2, Osai Stanley from Rivers State. Swimming from lane 4, and Opute Clinton from Delta State, who was swimming from lane 6. Just a few swimmers for this one.
And it makes it really interesting. So it's about first, second, and third in this beautiful swimming. So lane 6, lane 4, and lane 2 to go at this point. one thing for sure, 3 of them are sure of medals. They just go in there to see who finishes first, second, and third. And maybe who's going to break that record. Sets by Collins, Obi, Ebinga. So they have to go twice, touch each end twice to win this particular one.
Here we go. Free swimmers diving into the pool. Butterfly men, 200 meters. So this is quite distant from 50 meters. So 3 turns before approaching the final point.
Just as you see, as butterflies go, both arms and swing together, heads come out and go back into the water. Same skill from start to finish. Get it there again. See, lane 6 currently leading this particular one.
And that's Opute Clinton.
As expected, a very top athlete when it comes to swimming.
But not too distant lead. Wait to see how he keeps up with this one.
It's going to be a tough call for him, but it's getting more distant as he goes. Makes a turn now. And then we're looking to come back as quickly as possible. It looks like it's between him and lane 4.
Still Opute Clinton in front. And now the third and final turn before making it to the finish point. Just a little over a minute and 30 seconds into this one. Opute Clinton makes the final turn. And looks like nothing is stopping him from taking this one.
He's almost there. It's only going to be a miracle for anything to happen. You just have to maybe jump before diving. But look at the distance between them. Looking closer from this angle. But we know that he's doing it maybe even at a better time. It's now 2 minutes, 2 seconds as he's closing down to the final line where he's going to be winning this. And that's a good finish for him. Opute Clinton does it in 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, this one was quite easy for Opute Clinton. Clearly, no match. 2 fingers in the air for the cameras. All smiles, Opute Clinton. Job done here.
He has broken his own record.
It's finishing third. So all 3 competitors will go home with medals because it was just 3 of them who competed in this race.
And give it to Delta State. I'm doing it on both ends for the last 2 swimming competitions.
We've seen the 50 meters for the men and for the women. Backstroke for men and backstroke for women. We just saw the 200 meters butterfly for men. And it's looking like we will have a couple more to come in your way. But in the meantime, we'll go on a very quick commercial break as this swimming continues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. And smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, together for growth.
Welcome back to the pool at the MKO Aviola National Stadium Complex. Swimming continues here today. And now we'll be having the 200 meters butterfly for women. Here is your start list. On lane 1 is Ibidapo Michelle Luatofumi from Oyo State. Giva Mujisola Grace from Ondo State will swim from lane 2. KFR Timpanere from Delta State. On lane 4, Gagbe Okoko from Bayelsa State. On lane 6, on lane 7, Denatu Yinlaye Favera from Edo State will swim from lane 7. And on lane 8 is Deme Infumilayo from Lagos. These swimmers ready to...
It's going to be a beautiful one. I tell you, something really interesting. Gagbe will be looking to do this one. Team Bayelsa dominated swimming last time out at the Asaba 2022 competitions, winning a couple of stuff and for the women. And she was part of them for the 4x200 meters. Gagbe Duotimi. So she's one to be looked out on lane 6, looking to win this one. So it's about time to see who goes so well as we've seen Delta win for men in the 200 meters butterfly. Let's see who does it for the women. I also want to let you know that there are records that are still to be broken for the women. Ikagwemi Joshua from Rivers State set a record of 2 minutes 41 seconds in 1992. That's for the national record. And the festival record is Obia Inyeki Yagbo of Rivers State also setting the record in 2 minutes 48 seconds in 2006. That's almost 20 years, and those records are still there. The other is 33 years, and still very much right there. Are we going to see a record being broken today? That's the big question that remains to be answered. It's very much possible. And just to surprise you, there is no female representative for Rivers State. The 2 record holders, the state where the 2 record holders are from. Let's see if Bayelsa, or maybe Edo, or even Ogun State can do it this time around.
Swimmers dived in, butterfly women, 200 meters. Here we go. Three ferns before approaching the final point. So Kuti Clinton and everyone dominating for the men. Now wait to see who dominates for the women. Kuti Clinton from Delta State. We've also got Kyayefa Timipamere from Delta State also in the women's category.
Looks like Gagbe Duotimi Okoko is actually doing some great stuff right here. We're playing on the lead. It's a tough one for her. Akiefa Timapi Eric is also doing some good stuff right here from Delta State. Looks like she's taking the lead, and she will want to maybe break that record that's been there for 19 years, or maybe the one that's been there for 33 years. Doing great stuff and from lane 4. She makes a turn again and going again for the final touch before coming down to round it off. Timipame Eric is like the top athlete at this point in time. One to watch out for.
Approaching 150 meters before the final 50. We'll wait to see if this one will be distant. We saw the full taking it in earlier on. It's looking like it. A healthy lead. And now the final turn and into the final 15 meters.
Well, she's almost rounding off. Someone just making the touch for the final turn. Someone not even there yet. What a distant lead this is. I wouldn't be surprised if she breaks this record. The confidence she's going with. Akiefa is doing so well.
Nearly there, almost there. And she has done it. Keenly anticipated the race, and she's won it by a landslide. The swimmers making a name for themselves here today. We've still got swimmer making it to the finish point, but so far it's been a great lead. Some sportsmanship between a couple of these swimmers here. It's all for unity, it's all for coming together, despite the fact that they are competitors. But it's been great to see. We've got the official results. Also, Delta State coming out tops in the men and women butterfly 200 meters. Akeyefat Timpiamere Delta from Delta State, 2 minutes 48 seconds. Ibidapo from Oyo State in second, and Gilu Mabel from the host state, Ogun State, finishing third in a time of 3 minutes and 7 seconds. So Delta State's coming out tops in the men and women category.
She going to win, actually break the record. Akea for Timmy just milliseconds away from doing what happened in 2006. 2 minutes 48 seconds is what she 51 actually is what she swam.
We've got the 4x200 meters freestyle for men. It's a relay from Osun State. We've got Jungle Akem Bethlen, Adeyemi King David, Davis Sunshine Sosa on Friday runner. From Lagos, we've got Shokin Dejare Aziz David Omofolarin, Denusi Imran Irolu Atomiwa, and also Izumba Chinelu Tobenna. And from River State, we've also got Friday at Tien Erin, Stanley Osai and Ifiachu Mo from Bayelsa State, Yaya Yellow, Shadrach Simon Peter, Obi Collins, Kesime Alfred, Delta State, OG Blessing, and a host of other swimmers who are looking to make this run. From Edo State, Tebesa and Urwana Victor Focados Fukemi, and from the invited junior athletes, Tisa Precious, Upute Joshua, Dumuje, and also Kemedire Sumo. These are the swimmers who will be competing in this 4x200 meters freestyle relay for the men. This one is going to be interesting as well.
Really interesting, I tell you. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm looking at how things are going to turn around for the best of swimmers. Who's going to win this one, and how? We just hope that the best is going to come out. It was a bit confusing yesterday. Freestyle is where you do both the breaststroke and the backstroke, the butterfly, all together. And you round off with your freestyle, actually, before passing the baton to the next athlete. And 4 of the athletes have to go 4 times.
And we're on the way. 4x200 meters freestyle relay for men. So it's 200 meters per swimmer for each state. First 50 meters done, the first turn. 30 seconds into the race. So you will gradually be seeing the boys from the men separated into the final stages.
A tough one, I'll tell you. It's already kick-started.
Meters. Now making it to 150.
And then sometimes you want to compare some of these guys to the fish in the Atlantic Ocean. How do you make that turn so fast? See what's happening on lane 4 and lane 6. Showing their stunts and their qualities. And you can see that there is something actually to watch out for as far as this swimming is concerned.
As much as that turn looks easy on the eye, it's not easier on the act.
It's never going to be easy. Looks like Team Bayelsa, Team Edo, and Team Delta are contesting for this one strongly.
Approaching into 2 minutes of this race. Now we've got the second set of swimmers in the pool.
So we've got lane 4 and 6. That's Bayelsa and Delta doing their thing. It's looking like a 2-horse race at this point. So quick a turn. How the somersault in that water make that turn is so worthy of studying, I tell you. Quick swimming right there. It's already 2 minutes 33 seconds, and we're already having another 100 meters done in no time. A strong battle. This is really interesting, I tell you. Team Bayelsa holding strong with a quartet of Yaya Yellow, Nagay, Shedrack Simon Peter, Obi Collins Eberinga, and also Geskeme Alfred.
Three minutes into the race. 4x200 meters freestyle relay for the men. So we continue to await who will be in the top 3 positions for this one.
Just to remind you, the Team Bayelsa actually set the record in 2022 for this festival. 8 minutes and 22 seconds. We also have the national team record still on after 18 years. 8 minutes, 18 seconds. Held by the national team. Nigerian national team to be precise. 8 minutes, 18 seconds. And
that's the beauty of these races. Records are there to be matched, are there to be broken, are there to be set. Obi Collins doing one today. 4 minutes into the race, more turns. One thing we've seen so far in this swimming event is a pool of spectators coming to enjoy the action. Safe to say, the atmosphere has been really encouraging so far in this game. It's not just for swimming, volleyball, squash, volleyball, basketball. We've seen a handful of turnouts here today. So not just swimming.
Really been a tough one, I tell you. And every other sport has just been entertaining from start to this point. Look at the pace. It's just continuity right there. And the way they move their legs like the fins of fishes just makes it so interesting, I tell you. So, still looks very good for the 3. Bayelsa State, Delta State, and River State leading from lane 4, lane 6, and lane 2, respectively. Bayelsa still taking the lead, looking to do what they had done before. They are known for swimming, especially when it comes to team swimming. They're doing it so well this time around. This freestyle is what they are known for. When they're allowed to swim as they want or swim with different patterns, it works perfectly for them.
Seven minutes. Well, the festival record is an 8 minutes. It's not looking like it will be beaten here today. 8 minutes and 22 seconds at the 2022 edition of the National Sports Festival, set by Team Bayelsa.
Same Team Bayelsa looking to break their own record. They're on their last 100 meters right now. And you see how quick he is moving to just see that he gets that result as quickly as possible. What a team. Yellow, Naikeki, Shedrack Simon Peter, Obi Collins Ebinger, and also Keme Alfred. 4 of them doing a great job to see how they can get their team through. While others are just going for their 100, and some of the lanes I'm in, we're seeing that competition between Bayelsa, Edo, and Rivers. Or Bayelsa, Delta, and Rivers. Bayelsa looking to actually win this one in their final lap of this.
Oh, 8 minutes, 24 seconds, so close. So close, but we'll wait for the official time, the official record. But a great race this has been all round, all together. Remind you, the festival record is 8 minutes, 22 seconds. Here we have second place, just making it to the finish line. And now here comes the third place. Well, it was really not that close, but close. Eventually, we have our winner, 4 by 200 meters freestyle relay for the men.
A great one, I tell you. A lovely performance. Team Bayelsa holding strong on lane 4. Team Delta not being able to nick this one on lane 6, but a close call, if you ask me. And third, Rivers not also giving up on lane 2. Wait for the final and official time to see if there's anything better than what we had before now. But kudos to Team Bayelsa, Team Delta, and Team Rivers. Consider smiles on his face.
You just love it when you see those smiles from those players, from those athletes when they get to the finish point. Here is the result. Team Bayelsa coming out first. Team Delta State came second, and Team River State finishing third. But shout out to the swimmers from Bayelsa State. They really made a name for themselves. They topped the medal table, and it's looking like they will be adding more to their medal standing. Well, it's been a beautiful day of sporting activities for the National Sports Festival here at the MKO Abiola Stadium Complex. From squash to volleyball, and now we're wrapping up the day with swimming. These athletes are really done well so far and making name for themselves. Well, that has been much as we can cover for today. It's been a pleasure doing this. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian. I've done this alongside
Azubuike on the chair.
Till we come away again next time, continue to enjoy the National Sports Festival from the Gateway State. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. And smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, together for growth.